What do you think is the biggest thing that has evolved or maybe gotten better since 2001?
Technology.
Yeah. What about technology?
Information gathering, data collection, drone work, actually being able to see what you're managing from a 360-degree view. The data collection is now in an automated fashion. I can see a dashboard, I can see real-time data collection as crews are moving through neighborhoods collecting data on damaged structures, floors of buildings, apartments of apartment buildings, all that kind of stuff has now been refined. In some of the early days, it was legal pad kind of work.
It absolutely was.
It was jot it down. Keeping a radio log was very important at Katrina because we could go back and figure out what had occurred, but it was simply a legal pad and a scribe sitting right there with all the stuff going on. All they were doing was documenting the event. But I think the technological, we can always get internet. We can always use radios. We can build our own system now. All of those sorts of things, those technological improvements have ultimately made it over to USAR. Maybe we're not at the the zenith of what's going on in some of this stuff, but given the equipment that we have, we're very, very efficient with it, and we provide some great data for decision makers upstream to make some really good decisions, and we saw that play out. Katrina was kind of crude, but since then, Hurricane Florence, Maria down in Puerto Rico, we had boots on the ground. We were talking to the 80 mayors that the department heads were wanting to communicate with. We knew what was going on, and we were feeding the information back, and that's what they got to have. Yeah. So they're wanting to make decisions. They're wanting to get their arms around information. The trick was getting the people who are first arriving, collecting and sending real-time information that allows people to make some reasonable decisions in a reasonable period of time. So I think technology is moving us forward.
The comm piece too, because I used my Palm Pilot for 9/11.
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
Palm Pilot, you may have heard of such a thing.
Yeah.
And all the cell towers were down. Because where were the cell towers?
Yeah.
On the Twin Towers. So we had no cell service, and cell phones at that point were
that was a
big
flip
and
phone.
clunky.
It was flip phone.
And I mean, our comm guys did a great job. They had an antenna, a repeated radio system. We were talking from the pile to inside the Javits Center the first day before anybody else was. These guys put an antenna up on top of One Penn Plaza. Maybe it was authorized, maybe they improvised. I don't want to know, but
it was successful, and that's all that matters.
We had internet quick, and they really. I think it is easier to have that same sort of stuff now. Mm-hmm. It was difficult then. For the first day, the best thing we had was a two-way pager device sort of thing, which doesn't even exist anymore. So I think that plus the mapping capability and the drones and all the very cool stuff now, but